Now, humbly request Dr. Debashish Das to kindly come up to the podium and give us the welcome address.
Everyone, today we are all here, gathered here on this solemn occasion on the 19th death anniversary of Sri Ardhendhu Choudhury, fondly known as Babu. On this fateful day of 22nd of September, we lost a warm, genuine individual in Babu. But if you all recollect, we lost a genuine, true friend. All of us will agree that we not only lost a genuine individual, but we lost a true good friend of ours. Today, when we mourn the loss of Babluda, we also pay tribute and celebrate a life that was well lived. But friends, life can be very fleeting. And if life is fleeting, a life which was lived to the fullest also had lovely memories also. And as you all know, today we are not only paying tribute, we are celebrating a life which was well lived. Friends, on this solemn occasion, let me first welcome our guest, our local MLA, Sri Shillong, who in spite of the assembly being in session, is here with us. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. And I'm sure your association with Babluda will get to know from you in your deliberation. A warm welcome to our Swamiji of the Ark Mission, Swami Hitakamananda Ji Maharaj. Your presence in this humble gathering makes a lot of importance for us. And I'm sure your thoughts, your insights will provide us like what should we do in the years to come to serve the community. His insights would be important for us to understand how can we carry forward. Friends, one person whose hard work, dedication and commitment cannot be ignored, whether it is for the organization or whether it's for the community, is Sri Manas Choudhury. The managing trustee, no doubt, but I need to welcome him because he inspires us all. He inspires us that we strive for excellence, not only in an organization, but for the whole community at large. Let me welcome in behalf of each and everyone. Yes, that's the round of applause which he needs. There are many known faces, prominent citizens of the city. I can see Mr. Shomar Chattopadhyay, you can see Nobada, I can see Kishan, Ajay, and plenty of Kong Obi, Taryang, everyone knows her. All of you has come because of your close association with Papa. Your valuable presence, which is here today, gives much more of an impetus to this occasion. I would also like to welcome the fellow trustees of the Ardhendhu Choudhury Charitable Trust, the many friends and admirers of Ardhendhu Choudhury, whom I cannot name them out here. Thank you all for being here, and I welcome all of you again to this solemn occasion. But this occasion would not have been possible without the persons who are behind sitting there. आहार के जितने लोग हैं वहां जो आप रोज जाते हैं वहां झालूपाड़ा में, आप सबको मेरी तरफ से और सबके तरफ से स्वागत इस ओकेजन में, क्योंकि आप हैं इसलिए हम कुछ कर पा रहे हैं, नहीं तो ये फंक्शन भी नहीं होता। ये जो ओकेजन जो है आहार का 5वां साल चल रहा है वो भी नहीं होता। थैंक यू ऑल अगेन डियर फ्रेंड्स for coming to this solemn occasion. Thank you.
We now request our Managing Trustee, Padma Shri Awardee, Sri Manas Choudhury, to kindly address our audience and to kindly take over the rest of the program for today.
Thank you, Pritha. Most revered Swamiji, our Honorable Legislator, Sri Chandra Shillong, friends and admirers of Ardhendhu Choudhury, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Das said two important things. Mourning for Ardhendhu and celebrating life. I will take the lead from here. I think at the 19th death anniversary, nobody really mourns a death. We silently admire and remember the happy times we had together. As far as celebrating life is concerned, it's true that we are celebrating the life, activities, contributions, achievements of one man who brought a huge change in public life in this part of the world. I know my limitations as his younger brother, that I will have a bit of bias for my brother, but I have no bias. I am merely stating what needs to be stated. I want to recall 4th of September 2004, 22nd of September. If you recall that helicopter accident, all the passengers died. How many of them? 9 of them. And who were there? There was a cabinet minister. There were 2 MLAs, one ex-deputy speaker, one officer of the government of Meghalaya, one top businessman of Shillong and Meghalaya. How many are remembered today? We don't even remember their names. Nobody remembers them. Nobody remembers to even pay tributes to them. This is one man who is remembered every year this day, is Ardhendhu. Why do we do that? Why does the name resonate? Why do you have such a big audience 19 years after the man is gone? It's because he was a man who could connect with everybody. He was everybody's man, right from chief minister down to the common man, the poorest of the poor. He was accessible, he could go and mix with them, he could feel for them, and he could have his way. This is something, a great quality that he was born with and he cultivated. I remember him as a student. Many of you remember his classmates and his seniors are here. As a student, we remember him as director printing and stationery department. Later, when he became an MLA, we remember all phases of his life. And if we are honest, we have to say one thing, that it's not the post which made him big. It's not the post which made him big. It's the work that made him big. It's the legacy that he has left behind. The legacy of service to others. You know, somebody rightly said, that what you do for yourself will die with you. But if you do something for others, that will live for a long, long time. And how appropriate that Ardhendhu Choudhury's words, his contributions, his thought of doing something for others is something that is very, very rare. I remember when he retired, he took voluntary retirement. And every officer at the director level draws a huge money, about quite a bit. I think it was 50, 60 lakh, I don't know what is the amount. Some amount of money the government gave as a retirement benefit. That in 2 years' time, when he passed away, this money was reduced to 6 lakh rupees. When he died, he had only 6 lakh rupees. He didn't buy a flat, he didn't buy a car, he didn't do anything for himself. All the money he spent on the poor. I mean, this is a statement of fact I'm making. So what do we do now? I had to step into his shoes and I realized this task was huge and I was not cut out for it. But sometimes when the greatness is thrust on you, you have to rise to the occasion. So we said we will do something for the memory of Ardhendhu. So here was in 2005, April 22nd, we launched the Ardhendhu Choudhury Charitable Trust. This trust was created out of my own funds, on my earnings, and is still continuing for the last 18, 19 years. Yesterday, the secretary gave me a long list of works that we have done. I had forgotten many of the things that we did or we tried to do. I don't want to go into all the details, but let me tell you just quickly what we did in the last 15, 16 years or 17, 18 years. We did a bit of work which was quite pioneering. For example, in Shillong, we didn't have the system of honoring the students, the bright students. We were the first one to give laptops to the toppers. Now the government gives, other NGOs give, all the MLAs do. I mean, now it has become quite a common thing and a common practice. But that time we were the pioneers. We started a few other things, very small action, like insurance cover to the unorganized sector. There are lots of people, taxi drivers, the shopkeepers and others who have no insurance in life. We gave them insurance coverage, not a large sum, but fairly decent sum. We created group insurance for the unorganized sector. We did something for the women also, SHGs. We formed 33 SHGs and we gave them 50,000 each from our fund. We gave fund to the students, meritorious students, people who were sick. But some of the works were quite, I should say, it left us a bit of happiness in us when we gave pension to the old. There are many old and infirm people, they are not looked after. We used to send our volunteers to go and deliver the monthly pension to them every month. Not too much, 300, 400, 500. But every month we used to give them. Some of these projects are also worth mentioning. For example, we used to give ration to some people, about 100 families. We used to give commodities. Now, why did we do all that? What was the need for us to do? The primary need was to carry on with the good work that he had shown. As I said, it was a very difficult thing. But we went on nevertheless. Some were very successful, some were not so successful. But what is happening with Ardhendhu Choudhury Charitable Trust is that this is perhaps the most performing trust of Shillong today. We have some visible programs. We have a school bus service. 4 buses we are applying from 2007, and now 16 years. 150 children are being ferried both ways every day without fail. And we have water supply. This is something that Shillong needs because water supply is so inadequate, and many of you are beneficiaries. When there is no water in your house, where do you turn to? You have to buy water from some source. So we have provided water. How many thousand? I've got some figures here. I don't want to go into all those statistics. But it's enough to say that we have, on an average, we have about 6 or 7 trips definitely. And this comes at a very subsidized rate. What would be 700, 800 for municipality, we give for 350 rupees. So that's a very throwaway kind of an arrangement. So then we have also the AHAR program. This was launched in 2018 when we realized that many of the programs were not giving us the kind of satisfaction that we wanted. So the trustees decided, let's do something that will go, the benefit will go directly to the beneficiaries. No middleman, no nothing, straight away to them. So we decided we'll give them one free meal. I'm happy to say that for last 5 years, we have continued, come rain or sunshine, Ahar has been a savior for not too many people. Maybe about 150, 200 on a good day. On a very good day, it could be 400, 500, like it happened during COVID time. It was very challenging time. No shops, no market, no food, but we provided meal to a whole lot of people during the lockdown and after. So we have been continuing, the statistics given to me is 1,755 days unbroken. We have supplied food to all these people. Some of the beneficiaries are here today. They will be also enjoying the meal tonight. A very special meal we have arranged for them this afternoon. But this project has cost us a little bit of money. We have found that every year we spend about 10 lakh rupees on feeding them. So the 5 years we spent 50 lakh rupees. But I am not putting money before the service. Money is not important. Money comes. Good work when you do, money comes from every side. As many of you have sponsored a meal on a special occasion of the family function, a celebration, or a mourning, or a remembrance of somebody dear, many have sponsored. So it's a collective effort. Our effort was to begin, and I'm so happy that the good-natured people of Shillong have responded so nicely that this is an act of encouragement for us to go ahead. I don't know, our MLA is here, Samiji is here, they will speak about so many other things, but I want to say before I sit down that we are increasingly finding it very difficult and very challenging to continue with this service. I'll tell you why. It's because of the wear and tear of the vehicles. We have 4 buses from 2007. All these years, the buses have been running, and now we find that they need every now and then send them to garage because wear and tear is a part of life. We'll have to replenish the fleet of vehicles urgently. We have recently made a request to the Chief Minister to provide us with a few buses that the government has procured for introducing school service, bus service for the school-going children. About 100 buses have been procured, costing I don't know how many crore. These school buses have no takers. The problem is no school wants to take them. It's a big burden to run a bus. It's not easy to operate bus service every day. The schools are not coming forward, so there is a problem with what to do with them. I read in the paper that the government is deciding to send the buses to the district headquarters instead of allowing them to rot here in Shillong. So we have made a request to the CM. He said he will consider. We hope it happens. And since our MLA was very close to Babluda, I'm sure he will put in a word to the Honorable CM so that we can replenish the bus. And we are the only NGO. This is something that gives me a lot of pride. We are the only NGO in Shillong, in entire Meghalaya, to run school bus service. Nobody else does it. So that's okay. Yeah, thank you. But this clap doesn't come to me. It comes to the workers, and I'm coming to that now. We have a wonderful set of dedicated workers who is making it possible. It's not that I go and wash the dish, I go and cook, I drive the vehicle. I don't do anything. But they are the teamwork in the trucks who work out of love for Ardhendhu. There is no salary, there is no personal interest. They work and serve. Swamiji is a monk. He dedicated his life for service. But we are not monks. We are ordinary mortals. So we are doing this over and above our normal work. So here I would like to, if you give me a few minutes, I would like to introduce our team and we'd like to recognize them. I think it's okay? Yeah. So thank you. I would like to call out the names. I would like to call out the names first of our workers who have been going every day, driving vehicle, putting the vehicle there, serving food, bringing back, cooking, again buying things. They are doing this work meticulously. And this, despite so many handicaps we have. But I'm not talking about handicaps, let me recognize the team. I would like to call upon the entire team of AHAR first, beginning with Govind Sonar. Govind Sonar, can you please come out? Govind Sonar drives our buses. He's an all-rounder. He drives the water tanker, and he is a very popular face because whenever people call him, he immediately responds. So Govind, we want to thank you. आपको शुक्रिया है. और may I request our MLA and Honorable respected Maharaj, if you can kindly come and hand over some gifts to them. Do they? This way. It's a small token of our appreciation. Rajesh Rai. Rajesh Rai is a driver, bus driver. Michael Khongsi, bus driver. Come back. You know, the good thing about these drivers and the handymen, they come on time every day. Arjun Darji. Arjun Darji है क्या यहाँ? I think he is not there. Kamal Biswa. Kamal Biswa. His job is to see that the children get up and get down safely. Subhash Pradhan. Subhash Pradhan? Absent, I think. He's on school duty. Raju Boda, full duty. Kiran Bishwa. Kiran Biswa, KB, everybody calls him KB. He's a driver, very good, reliable gentleman. Tilak Deka. Tilak Deka is the cook who makes the food every day. I think he's not there. Tilak Deka's son is here. He is collecting on behalf of his father. Tilak Deka is cooking meal, so he couldn't be here. Nobojit Deka, yeah, helper in her cooking. Rina Deka, you will come, maybe the brother will connect. Freddy Shimle, Freddy Shimle. Badu Benro. And Jilal Malik, we can hand over later. Apart from them, Arjun, are you here? Arjun, hai kya? Arjun? Haan. Apart from that, I need to recognize some of the members of the trust and some of the non-trustee members who are volunteering every day. I would like to volunteering for Ahar service, the cooking and making everything happen. So they are the marshals of this program. I want to call upon Sri Pradeep Sengupta, trustee Pradeep Sengupta. He's a highly dependable man and a powerhouse of activity. Pradeep Sengupta is a trustee, but he is also an important member of the community. Sri Hiranmoy Visharal, trustee Hiranmoy Visharal. Also, a great support to Ahar program. I would like to call upon Sri Prabir Chakraborty. Prabir Chakraborty is not a trustee, but he is a volunteer. He comes every morning and looks after the kitchen affairs. Please. Along with them, there is one more name, Sri Shushish Choudhury. Also great support to Ahar and looks after the kitchen part. And we have another volunteer who is not a trustee, Muhammad Rilbong. Every day he goes to the Ahar, helps in distribution of food. Muhammad Rilbong, he is from Operate, but he comes to Garihana Point, Jalupara Point, leaves his work and comes. So this service mentality is writ large, and we acknowledge that service that they are providing. Wonderful. And last in my paper list, we want to recognize a man who's silently working and keeping the accounts and keeping the papers and office records, everything tidy. Tidy, not only tidy, but up to date. This man must be recognized with a lot of applause. Sri Kollan Bhattacharya. Thank you. I just want to take my seat by saying, please, please. Thank you. Thank you for doing the honors. This anniversary, the 19th anniversary, like all other anniversaries, we have been doing some service or the other. So I was telling you that like in every 22nd September since 2005, we've been doing some new things for the poor and the needy. This time we are doing something again. Like last time we gave umbrellas to our Ahar guests because they go in the rain and they have no umbrella, so we gave them umbrella. Year before that we gave them blankets and so many other things that helps them regularly. This year we are also giving them something, not a big deal, a sweater that will come handy during the coming winter. Many of them have no clothes to wear. So this work we do after we have finished the formal function. We will end by handing over the sweaters to the beneficiaries of Ahar. I'll just say one or two lines in Hindi for the sake of the Ahar beneficiaries. मैं आपको मेरे तरफ से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं जो आहार के लोग जो रोज जाते हैं झालूपाड़ा में, हमें अच्छा लगता है कि आप हमारे हाथ के खाना खाते हो और आपको इससे कितना लाभ होता है मुझे नहीं मालूम, लेकिन हमें तो बहुत आनंद होता है कि हम आपके कुछ खिदमत में आए। ये काम पिछले 5 साल से हम कर रहे हैं, उम्मीद है ये चलते रहेगी जब तक हमारे पास में जी जान है, हम करेंगे आपके लिए। आज के दिन में आपको एक छोटा सा मदद हम करेंगे, एक स्वेटर आपको देंगे क्योंकि आगामी दिन में जब सर्दी पड़ेगी तब आप इसको इस्तेमाल करना। मुझे आपसे एक विनती है, कृपया जाके बाजार में ये नहीं बेचना, ये हमें दुख देता है जब हम सुनते हैं छतरी बेच दी है 50 रुपया में। ऐसा मत कीजिए, हम आपको प्यार से देते हैं, रखिए आपके पास में, ठीक है। और आहार में रोज आइए, परिवार बंधु सबको लेके, हमें नंबर का कोई चिंता नहीं है, जितने भी आइए हम खिलाएंगे, ये चलते रहेगा। और फिर थैंक यू वेरी मच। आपको आखिर में मैं नमन करता हूं आप सभी को कि आप लोग आए। मेरे तरफ से मैं आपसे नमन करता हूं कि आपने आया। अर्धेंदु चौधरी के लिए जो आपका प्यार है दिल में, ये बरकरार रखिए। लेट इट गो ऑन। कम से कम इस बहाने तो हम मिलते हैं ना, we are meeting at least for one another, otherwise in this busy life where is the chance to meet? So your presence is an inspiration. Let that inspiration remain as long as we are there. And before we call anybody or two of the honored guests, is there anybody who would like to speak? Where there is nobody we have appointed as a speaker here, everybody is welcome. If there is anybody, short speeches, one or two. Anybody? Okay, Nabo, please come. Nabo Bhattacharya, CPC President. And
thank you, sir. I will be very brief. Chief guest of this morning's function, Manasda, the Chief Trustee, Swami Hitakananda Ji Maharaj, all other dignitaries and friends. Like it happened on the 22nd of September 2004, the weather also had cleared just like it has done this morning. And I think it happens every year. I don't believe in superstitions, but such freshness of heart was Ardhendhu Choudhury, with whom I had the privilege and a defining phase of my life. I say it without any ambiguity. People, when they reach or travel and reach somewhere, they tend to forget the individuals who plays a pivotal role in molding their life. And I have no hesitation to say, particularly in the realm of social and sports, whatever I have achieved today is all due to Sri Ardhendhu Choudhury. I had a very brief, about 2.5, 3 years relationship, but it went beyond just being elder and younger brother, but it translated into virtually becoming part of the family. And his house was my home, and my house was his home. A person, whoever met him for once, there was something heart to heart, heartbeat to heartbeat, can never forget, even when one met him for once. Such was the personality, and I would say, even in presence of political leaders, that I think once in thousands or lakhs and once in centuries, we have such personality being in politics, but being away from being involved into the nitty-gritties of politics, but only for the sake of service, was Ardhendhu Choudhury. And like Manasda said, it is a life to be celebrated, it is a life to be inspired by, and all the who has come, these are all spontaneous. It is not that I have to be there, it is an official function. So Babluda will continue living, and he'll live in our hearts forever. Dhanyavad.
MLA has to go back to the assembly, so I call upon him to say a few words on this occasion.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Manas Choudhury, our Padma Shri Award, and also the beloved brother of late Ardhendhu Choudhury, whom we fondly call him Babluda. So I stand here today. I am so happy in one way, and I feel very sorry also in the other way. When I was sitting here recalling our past time, where we have, both of us, we have rendered our political and social service to the people at large. Thank you so much to the Ardhendhu Choudhury Charitable Trust you have formed. This is a very good trust to remember the great leader of our state. On behalf of the people of my constituency, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Manas Choudhury and Swami Guruji, Dr. Devashish Das, all members of the trust, all the trustee, Nababataji. I remember when this incident happened at Damkana, before he take off, he is the last man whom he spoke. And also we have here so many of you, because I have a very limited time to express my sincere thanks to each and every one of you by name. We have Obilatari and renowned business person, and so many political and social leaders, teachers, parents, young boys and girls, members of AHAR, members of the Rilbong Sports Club, all in special invitees, ladies and gentlemen, and today is the 19th death anniversary of Babluda. I was asking Manas because last few days, members of the Rai Laban Sport and Cultural Organization or the Greater Laban Sports Social and Cultural Organization, we came to know that it will be the 19th death anniversary of Babluda. So we had a cleaning drive, and it's past like the Ardhendhu Choudhury Trust, they have erected a full-size statue here in this sports club. We have from on behalf of the organization, we have erected a bust in our locality, Nukajesris, in collaboration with the family members and the Rilbong Nukajesris and the Shillong. And on the day I called Kongdeng, it was 2 weeks back, if I'm not mistaken, called Kongdeng. And she said, "Oh, I'm in Calcutta because Arpan, he got baby." So I expressed my sincere thanks to her, to Arpan, to the newly born baby also. They are not here, I think so. They are in Calcutta. And we are supposed to ask a key to open, to do the cleaning. And to clean the bus, to clean the surrounding. Last 1 week, our ground force volunteers, they are cleaned, and today members, they will pay a flower tribute to Babluda there in our locality, Nukajesris. I remember when one incident happened, I was MDC at the time. Babluda was the MLA. I'm a local MDC, representing the same constituency. I represent the Khasi Council, Babluda representing the 21 Moprem Legislative Assembly. It happened that one night super met with the accident and fell into a deep gorge in between Puriang and Modern Creek. It was around 3 a.m. in the morning. So all members, I remember, all young boys, elderly people, both from Rilbong, from our area, Bishopur, Industries, from Laban, whoever we informed, both tribal and non-tribal, we rushed. And all the dead body, about 33 of them died, including small kids, men, women died. Brought the dead body to Shillong. And it happened that it's a winter time. I could not remember, a report is there in my house. And we have organized big crowd from our area, especially this area. And all their families, they came away, all from Silchar, Hailakandi, and other places. We managed to bring the firewood to burn the fire because these people are coming. They are not acquainted with the weather, it's too cold. And one whole night and one whole day we spent to organize all the formalities, to do the postmortem, whatnot, police case, this, that, everything. And also we have organized where we have to put 2-3 dead body in one ambulance, in one mortuary van, to ferry the dead body to their respective places. We brought biscuit, we made tea, we arranged the Laban Sports Club for their urinal purpose, for their toilet purpose. And the name of Shillong, not us, not the name of Rilbong or Bishupur or Laban, but the name of Shillong, the people of Shillong, they are very helpful. That record is still there in that silchar, like Hailagandi or whatnot. And after a few days, it came out in Bengali paper, in Assamese paper. Somebody gave me a record. I have. They have expressed their very, very sincere thanks. Even the MP of that area, he have expressed their sincere thanks to the people of Shillong for this great help during the time of during those days to the Brim family. And also we have arranged everything, and each and every dead body has been ferried to their respective place. And it came out also in the newspaper. I have that newspaper both in Khasi and in Shillong Technical came. Khasi paper. Up here I remember it came that it is a record. The headline, it's a record in the history of Meghalaya that the non-Khasi MLA and the local MDC, they are working together. So it's a great loss to Babuda, and because I used to smoke, I remember in that small room we used to sit whenever there is an assembly 1 week before. He will call us. We used to sit, we used to smoke. I remember I used to smoke wheels. Then he will ask suggestion from us regarding Khasi language, regarding corruption, regarding operation of hospital, regarding improvement of water supply, and whatever issue that Babuda used to raise, used to submit, be it question or motion or resolution or 0 hour attention. He will speak not only confining his constituency only, he will speak for the state as a whole. And we must remember during the funeral day, I think 60% are Khasi who attend the funeral from here to Mopram Sapsamgan. All the family members and the staff of the printing and stationery department, and even of various other departments also, huge. Everybody, they are very strange to see that Khasi are more than non-Khasi. Normally in your custom, ladies are not allowed to join the funeral procession. So that is a love. He is a man who lives in a low profile, and he makes up with everybody. He is a man of the mass. And I remember also, with due respect to our beloved late Thangara, due to his prolonged ill health, he expired. Then at the time I was NCP with Babluda in the same party, MDC. Then after that the government has announced the fixation of the by-election for the 22nd Laban, the 32nd Laban. Sarporno, Babluda, all leaders from Rilbong, Laban, and from the headquarters with Sarporno, Sangmaji. They came into my house. My children are small at the time. So they said, yeah, we being NCP, MDC, you have to contest.